ready to die.
After you.
Champion! Challenger!
Get up.
The story begins with an American kickboxer, Eric Sloane, arriving in Thailand, determined to train with Master Tong Po. He knocks on the door of a legendary Muay Thai camp but is met by Kavi, a bulky gatekeeper who slams the door shut. Kurt is not deterred, even offering cash for the chance to train with the master. Kavi grabs the cash from Kurt and eventually opens the door, allowing him inside. Before Kurt can even train with them, he must prove himself. Despite the initial dominance, Kurt regained his composure and successfully knocked Kavi back with a powerful kick. Another fighter named Storm steps up and decides to face Kurt. Kurt barely manages to hold his own against Storm and manages to land a blow, but Storm puts him down with a kick. Kurt is accepted into the training camp and is tasked with doing his laundry alongside Kavi. While there, Kavi tries to steal Kurt's wallet full of cash. Kurt discovers Kavi's attempt to steal his wallet and allows him to return it, but he permits Kavi to keep the money as a way to initiate a friendship. That night all the fighters gather, and Master Tong Po reveals himself. He silently steps up to a solid concrete post and begins to land powerful kicks and elbows until the stone falls apart to the cheers of the students. After a few exhibition matches overseen by Master Po, the master retreats to his section while Kurt watches in awe, and with hidden rage. Later that night while the fighters are asleep, Kurt silently gets out of bed with a gun in his hand and goes to find Master Po, but the master is already expecting him. Kurt holds him at gunpoint, but Po is unfazed. He mocks Kurt for not being a warrior like his brother. We flash back to 3 months earlier. Kurt and his brother Eric are celebrating Eric becoming world karate champion. Soon they are approached by Marcia, an old friend of Eric's. She congratulates him and offers him an opportunity to travel to Thailand to take part in a no-rules tournament. Marcia offers the brothers $200,000, and while Eric is open to the idea, Kurt is skeptical and wants more time to think about it. The two argue about the decision afterward, and Kurt criticizes his brother's arrogance for believing he can defeat a Muay Thai champion in that sport, but Eric interprets Kurt's comments as doubt and decides to go on his own. Later, Kurt receives a letter stating that Eric will be fighting in a week's time. Kurt races off to Thailand and arrives at the location of Eric's fight just in time to see Eric facing off against Tong Po. Kurt watches helplessly as Eric is brutally beaten down by Tong Po. Tong Po brutally breaks Eric's neck in front of a roaring crowd. His death isn't just sport, but it's murder. Officer Liu picks up the case, urging her superior to investigate Tong Po for murder, but he warns her to watch herself. She joins Kurt at the morgue as he broods over his brother's body. Marcia comes by to apologize, but Kurt thinks that Marcia set Eric up. He grabs her by the neck, but the officers in the room subdue and hold him back before Marcia leaves. An officer brings Kurt to a remote location to meet with Eric's Muay Thai trainer, Master Durand. Durand gives Kurt Eric's winnings in his tournament for his plane fare back home. Kurt blames Durand for not training Eric well enough and sending him to die, but Durand just says he only trains students and cannot control who they fight. They escort Kurt to the airport and warn him that he must leave the country or face imprisonment. Kurt pretends to board his plane but decides to stay in Thailand for revenge. Kurt again meets Durand and asks him to train him in Muay Thai. But Durand refuses to teach him. Kurt gets frustrated and challenges him. After getting knocked out multiple times, Durand eventually recognizes Kurt's spirit and agrees to train him. Durand trains Kurt with bone-hardening beatings, rooftop sparring, and endless pain. Durand doesn't teach, he breaks and rebuilds. Over time, Kurt gets stronger and faster but is still arrogant. Durand tests Kurt by entering him into an illegal fight in a bar. Durand, unable to endure Kurt's beating, intervenes and ends the fight himself before helping Kurt to stand. Later, Kavi joins Kurt in Durand's camp, claiming Tong Po kicked him out of his dojo. Initially, Durand doesn't buy it, he strips down and humiliates Kavi in a powerful beatdown until he confesses that Tong Po sent him. But something changes, Kavi switches sides and joins Kurt's training. Later, Kurt storms Tong Po's compound, beating back fighters and calling him out.
Tong Po! I challenge you to a fight!
Storm steps in again. Kurt dominates and defeats both men easily. Seeing this, Tong Po accepts Kurt's challenge to fight. Kurt enters the ring with one goal: avenge his brother.
Ready to die. After you.
Champion! Challenger! Fight!
Get up.
Kurt turns the blade and ends it once and for all. The next day, Kurt and Officer Lou sail away as Durand watches with pride. Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.